Hey folks, welcome to the session. Hello. All right, good to see quite a few participants today. Hi, Kai. All right, guys. Excellent. Many people are going to come in. This looks like a very quite a popular session. Hi, Jose. So as you know, my name is Ash. I'm the co-founder of SAT Hero, and we've been teaching students for years now, preparing them for the SAT test. Right. Thanks for your time. All of my regular subscribers, we do these sessions quite often, and then for the people who are having this free session, welcome to the session. It's the first time you're participating in it, so welcome. And let's get going very soon. But I just want to talk about a few things before more people come in, right? So what's going on here is that we are going to see these problems here, right? All of these hacks. We're going to see 4 hacks over here. We're going to see circles, percents, volume, and speed, right? All of these hacks here. And we're also going to solve some real SAT problems. Whoever's writing this green, can you just undo it, please? Thank you very much. We're going to solve some real problems here, right? And then we're going to do some practice, hands-on practice. So let's get going with our first problem. Okay. So let's get started. So the first thing over here that let's try to understand. SAT consists of 4 main topics, right? Algebra, you've got geometry, then you've got data, right? And of course, let's not forget arithmetic, right? So arithmetic over here, we're gonna look at percents. Okay, that's going to be an important topic, a super important topic. We're going to look at a few hacks over here right away, right? And then we are going to look at geometry. We're going to look at circles, right? We're going to look at circles, and we're going to look at volumes, right? So these are the 2 main topics that we're going to look at. And welcome, guys, the people who are coming in right now. We are just going to get started. We are expecting a few more participants in a few minutes. Okay, so we should get started in about 2 to 3 minutes. Okay, so that's what's going on. And then, of course, algebra, you have a few other topics, right? You've got exponents, you've got linear equations, etc. And then data, of course, you've got stats and things like that. So today, we are gonna look at arithmetic, specifically percents, okay? And we are going to look at geometry, right? So all of this is, once again, it's part of the free session for many of you who are joining, right? You've seen me before on these daily lessons that were given to you for, as our plan. And today we're going to look at these circles as promised, right? Volumes, percents, and also speed math, right? So all of these problems you're going to see how to solve them in a few seconds, right? I'm going to show you the short way to do it. And not only that, we're going to also, in the middle, we're going to look at some super important problems which I've selected for you right over here. I've selected these problems for you guys. I've selected these problems for you. Sarah, good to see you. Yeah, it is probably about 30 minutes, 30 to 45 minutes, right? Depends. Hey, Mina. Yeah, I got an 800. Mina, all right. So I got to get an 800. Right? Mina's asking what score did I get? I've got to get an 800 on the SAT, right? So equivalent, right? So, okay. So let's get going. Hey, Abby. Hey, Sarah. All right. So we are going to look at circles over here, some problems from right over here, right? And we are going to look at also volumes. So you're going to see, yes, Mickey, you're welcome. You're welcome. Yes, this is a free session. And remember, in this free session, we're having, this is part of our, this is our session, right? This is our series, part of our series right over here. These are all of the problems that are available on our website. And I'll talk to you about these problems, right? There's more than 30 hacks available over here on our website, but we are just covering only 4 right now. Okay, so so that's what this is about. So the first one is percents. Okay, so let's get started. So here's the basic idea. Before even solving something, I'm going to tell you to use this hack because it's useful for all the percent problems. Okay, let's say you've got a bag, and I'm going to show you the real problem. But think about it: you got a bag, and let's say it goes up by 20%. Okay, it goes up by 20%, and let's say your price over here, let's say you have a price of, let's say $500, right? Now they're asking you what's the new price, right? And many of you might want to multiply these two together, but the way we're going to solve it is you're going to take 500 and then you multiply it, and then you put in one, the number one, plus convert it to the decimal form, right? Zero point 0.2, and boom, that's your answer. Why is this useful? You're going to understand the complete reason why this is useful. Okay, and by the way, guys, this session is recorded. This session is recorded so you can watch it later, right? So just ping us back, just message us back after the session is over so you can access these videos again. So once again, so 500 times 1.2, right? And then you can use your calculator, right? Let's just use our good old Google calculator. 500 times 1.2, right? It's a calculator section problem, so you get 600, right? So the answer is 600. There are so many ways to do this, right? But let's do it this way because it's going to help us understand how to solve these problems. Okay, so now let's, using this idea, try this problem that I'm going to post for you. Okay, this problem, just doing this particular hack is going to help you guys. This session, it's so useful. We've held these sessions in the past and people have told us, wow, this session does add quite a few points to their score. Some people have gotten as much as 150 points, right? Yes, try to do this way, guys, and I'm going to explain to you why. So how can you do this problem here? Okay, try to find the answer to this. Well done, Alex. Yes. There's a specific reason why I'm telling you how you're going to do this problem. You find the new, find the old, and let's see. Yes, Mina, well done. So you guys, you can post it in the private chat. You can privately post to me, or you can post it on the Zoom group chat, right? So let's see how many of you are getting it. Well done, Moyo. Well done, Mina. Well done. Okay, excellent, excellent, Jaina, Avi, Skylar, Arpit, Barilule, excellent, excellent. Well done, Arpit. So yeah, that's, look at how it's written down. So remember what you got to do here. Okay, the first thing you got to do is take this value, right? Take this value, right, and multiply it by 1 plus, put the decimal point here. Now, many of you are kind of multiplying this straight away, and that's going to help too. That's good too. But I'm going to show you why this is useful. Okay, so 200 times 1.1, right? So that's easy. So that gives you 220. This is a faster way of doing it. Okay, so this is super easy, right? This is easy for many of you. Now, let's try this problem here. Okay, this one. Let's try yet another problem of this same type, and then we're going to go into a slightly harder, slightly more complicated problem. Okay, so let's see how you can get this in less than 15 seconds. Okay, let's see who can get this in less than 15 seconds. I'm going to post this problem right now. Right, post this problem right over here. Well done, Aisha. Well done, Alex. Okay. All right, so use that formula and you should get that answer within a quick second. Well done, Mina. Well done, Mayo. Avi, excellent. Aisha, very good. Barilula, excellent. Alex, very good. Sarah, excellent. Stacy, Lanier, Jose, Arpit, excellent. Excellent. Well done, Kai. Yes. So remember, all you've got to do, well done, Skylar. So all you've got to do is remember what's going on here. Let's think about this idea, guys. Let's think about this idea. I'll wait for 30 seconds for the rest of you to get it. Yes. And then I'm going to explain to you how you think about this problem so the next problem becomes easy, because the next problem is the bomb. Okay, that problem you need to master. That's the whole purpose. I'm driving this whole discussion towards that important problem. So let's pay attention to this problem. Okay, so what you got to do here, let's say machine A, this was yesterday, right? It had 1,000, It had 1,000 candies, right? I did 1,000 candies. So I'm just going to call this the old value, right? And now this produced 20% more, right? It produced 20% more candies, right? And this is the new value right over here, right? This is the new value. So I'm just going to use the formula. Remember, this formula is so useful. My students from so many years ago, all of these years, they've been telling me this formula is so useful. Okay, the new value is equal to the old multiplied, always multiplied by 1 plus 0.2, right? 1 plus 0.2, right? That's how you do it. And now all you got to do is you substitute it. So you get 100. There are many ways to do this. I know there are many ways to do this, but remember, this method is going to be useful for the next problem. That's why stay focused, guys. Okay, 1,000 times 1.2, and that gives you 1,200 as the answer, right? 1,200 as the answer. Look at how Arpit has done, how he's posted it. That's exactly how you're gonna do it, right? So that's 1,200 over here. Okay, well done, guys. At this, looking at this problem now, let's look at a slightly more complicated problem over here. Okay, so let's try this problem now. Okay, let's go for, and again, this is part of our SAT hack series right over here, right? So we are looking at these percent hacks, guys. This is part of arithmetic. And then we have got this whole section over here. All of these problems right over here, right? So you can see these problems are with my handsome face over here, right? I'm explaining these problems. All of these over here. So this is part of our series here. But let's look at this piece over here now. Try to solve this hack. Now this hack, this is the whole reason why we are trying to look at this. Okay, so try to understand this problem. Now this problem is interesting. Okay, and see if you can solve it. I'm going to give you a few minutes to solve this problem, right? Well done, Abhi. So well done, Meena. Right? So I'm going to give you a few minutes to solve it, and then I'm going to solve it myself. So read the problem, take your time, and solve it. Okay? And those who have finished solving this problem, I'm going to give you an even harder problem. Okay? So I'm going to give you a very nice, chunky problem. All right? So stay here with me. I'm going to give you a very interesting problem to solve. Okay? Now, this is for those people who are targeting more than 700. Okay, I'm going to post this problem for you guys. Right, I'm going to post this problem for you. So, okay, so now, guys, what you got to do here. Okay, so what's going on, guys? Here is, remember, you are given today. It's produced 550 candies, right? And yesterday it produced some candies, right? So what it's going to do? I know this is confusing, right? Because remember, this is what you got to do. This is what you got to do here, right? This one is the old value right over here, and this is the new value, right? Now, here's the way the SAT is going to trick you. Well done, Alex. Yes, well done. So what you got to do is the old value, it's increased to 10%, right? Remember, this old value is the yesterday's price, right? This is the yesterday's price, and this is today's price, right? This is today's price, right? So now what do you got to do? So today you're given 550 candies, right? And yesterday was the old price, right? Yesterday was the old price. So remember, you're always going to write down new is equal to old times 1.1, right? Because it's 10%, right? New is equal to old times 1.1, right? So remember, this problem has come so many times on the SAT, okay? So be careful about it. So now the new value is already given to you, right? The new value is given to you, and they're asking you the old, right? So this is your X times 1.1. So now can you please find the answer? Yes, excellent, Sarah. Excellent, Arpit. Excellent, Meena. Well done, Gina. Now you guys are getting it. Now you're getting it, right? So, so be careful. So X is equal to 550 divided by 1.1, right? Is equal to 550 divided by 1.1. And so that answer, right, 550 divided by 1.1 is equal to just 500, right? So be careful how these problems are placed right in front of you, right? So remember, earlier I was giving you these hacks, right? This hack is super easy, right? That's fine, right? You're going to be able to do these hacks, but then you have to apply all of these ideas, right? You have to apply all of these ideas, and that's why, right, we have our hack series, which is right over here. And in addition to that, we have about 125 actual SAT problems right over in our series, right? So that's part of our regular series. This is of course a free session right over here, right? So remember, try to solve these problems right over here. The old becomes new here, right? So try this problem over here. Okay, so try this next problem. Let's see. Yeah, Logan, get in touch with me. I think there's something wrong with your text. Usually the answers are given. Okay, so let's try this particular problem now. Give me 1 second. Let's look at this particular problem, which I want to show you. Very, very similar problem, guys. The problem that we've done before, okay? The new is equal to old times. Let's see how many of you understand it. Okay. Okay, let's see how many of you understand this problem. So try this problem here now. Okay. Nice. Nice. Well done. Well done. You see how easy this problem has become for you now? Right? I see the answers flowing in. Many of the people are posting even privately right? So remember how you got to do these, right? The new, this is the new price, right? So new is equal to old times 1.1, right? And so the old value is equal to new divided, which is 2200 divided by 1.1, right? And when you do that, you get the answer of 2000, right? Boom. That's value added to your score right now, right? That's an important percents problem, okay? That's an important percents problem. So this is an important percents. Well said, Alex. Yes. So yeah, your score is improving bit by bit, right? So I'm showing you all of these problems, right, that are highly likely to come on your test, right? So this is a percents problem. Now let's go to another problem, another set of problems, which is the circles. Okay. Now this one is so amazing. It's so awesome. And once again, guys, all of this is part of our SAT SAT hack series right over here, right? So I'm gonna send the link over here to you, what this contains, right? So you can take a look at it for yourself. This is of course a free session, but if you wanna avail the whole session, we've got it for you as well. I'm just gonna give you a link because people are asking about this link. So here's the link for you guys, right? So here's the link right over here. You can take a look at it. That's what our series is. It's like $20, right? Used to be very high price, but it's so popular that we're giving it away this time due to COVID-19, right? Take a look at it. But let's actually look at this problem as well, okay? So I'm gonna start this problem in just a quick second. Let's look at this problem right now. Okay, let's look at this circles problem. Another quick hack from our hack series, okay? So take a look at this. Okay, this is a very standard problem. Okay, this is a standard problem. Whoops, sorry about that. Right? So look at this problem now. Okay, read the problem, and many of you can solve it already. Good on you. But this is for the people who are having some difficulty. All right, try it. And I'm going to tell you the answer very soon. Well done. Some people are getting it. Some people are still thinking about it. So I'm going to give you just 10 seconds. As soon as you see the center of a circle, right, you should be able to pounce on it. What do you do, guys? Here's what you're going to do. You look at this X value over here, right? This X alphabet, right? You look at this X alphabet and you write the number in front of it right over here. You're going to write the number right over here, right? And then you divide it by 2 and put a negative sign, right? You write this one more time. You see the X number here, right? You take this number, the coefficient, you write 16, which is over here. You divide it by 2 and put a negative sign. And boom, that number is the X coordinate of your center, which means you're going to put it just like this, okay? So what is this? This is -8, right? This is -8. Now, remember, just looking at these answers, and that's also an important skill. Look at the answers while you're solving it. You can immediately see there's a -8 here. You can immediately cancel this and this, right? You just got 2 values here. Now, do the same thing for this value over here. You've got the y, right? So you're going to put in 10. You're going to put in 10, and then what do? You divide by 2 and put a negative sign here, right? So this is going to be -5, right? -5, right? Yes. Yeah, you're welcome, Avi. Yes, Andres, that's the magic. That's the magic. So completing the square works. Completing the square works, but I think many of you are understanding it. So it's a super important trick, right? Because there are such problems, and I'll show you some problems if you have time. But the center of a circle with the above equation is right over here, right? Yes, yes, Jenna. That's why we are here, right? Completing the square. Alex, I'm going to show you another shortcut for that as well. Okay, that shortcut is actually in our hack series. How do you find the radius? Right, it's right over here probably. So you can see all of these problems. We've got all of these problems here, guys. Algebraic equations. We've got 5 hacks for this. We've got linear equations, 5 hacks. Maybe you're not able to see it. Let me just zoom this in. Right. So these are the hacks right over here. 5 hacks right over here. We've got 5 of these linear equations, word problems. We've got some amazing hacks. If you think this hack is awesome, you should look at our word problems hack, right? People are going crazy about these hacks because these questions, we've looked at all of the questions those have been asked, right? Look at these circle questions. We went through the effort of actually looking at those problems which have occurred, and we've kind of moved them aside into this sheet over here. All of these problems from various SAT tests, they're just about circles. Circle, 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 circle. Nowhere you're going to find this kind of analysis done. And based on that, we've created these hacks, right? These hacks are right over here. Quadratics, we've got a few. Geometry, we've got, that's the circle, center of the circle hack. But then there's a radius of the circle hack as well, right? So there are quite a few problems which have radius of the circle as well, right? So you can see I'm explaining the radius of the circle right over here in this equation, right? So that's the radius of the circle hack. Once again, guys, this is part of our SAT hack series, right? So people are asking the link, right? So that one is originally it was priced at, right? So originally it was priced high, but now we are giving it for $20. Okay, so this particular, all of these hacks, there are 30 hacks right over here. I'm posting it right now, so you can take a look at it, right? So you can take a look at how you can do these, right? This has got all of these hacks over here, and not only that, we've got the tests as well. Okay, so guys, let's now go back and solve these problems. Okay, so let's let's see how we can solve this next one. And I think many of you are going to be able to solve the next one super quickly. Okay, so let's see how you can solve, how fast you, yes, you're welcome, Moyo. So let's see how you can solve this problem here. Okay, now try this one. Remember, divide by 2 and put a negative sign, okay? Super easy. Okay, guys, let's see how many. Awesome. That's what I'm talking about, right? That's how you should be able to solve these problems within a split second, because now you know what the SAT wants from you, right? And you deliver it to them. You punch it right back to them, right? That's how you solve these problems, guys. Okay, well done, Alicia, Arpit, Alex, Lanier, Elena, Kai, Moyo, Barilul, Avi, Aisha, Jaina, Sarah. So that's it, guys. This is so important, right? Solving these problems. And not only that, you've just seen two hacks, right? I've spent about 25 minutes right now explaining to you two hacks, right? There's 30 hacks over here. Each one of them is going to help you again and again and again and again, right? Just master these. We've got practice sheets for you, right? We everything is included inside this session over here, right? It's a $20 $19.99 offer on this hack series, right? So work on it, but well done. So perfect. So all we got to do is, again, you take this 10, you put a 10 here, divide by 2, put a minus sign, and boom, what do you see? It's -5. You don't even actually have to calculate this value, because look, it just the first one itself is only -5, right? There's nothing which is -5, and boom, you're done, right? That's how easy it should be. It should be done in less than 5 seconds. This problem should be done in less than 5 seconds, right? So let's look at the next problem. Now, let me tell you this, guys. Just doing the hack series is not going to improve your score as much as if you actually solve the whole test, right? You need to solve the whole test. You need to solve the whole test, right? So the whole test, I don't know if how many of you have solved a full test, but let's just go to the College Board, right? SAT practice test 1, right? You go over here, right, and you can click on this, and many of you, I would encourage you, if you're taking your test, you should try this whole test right over here, right? Because it's some of the problems will be solved using the hacks, right? But some of them you need to understand the concepts. You need to understand the concepts, and that's why we've been giving you all of these daily lessons at the start, right? So all of these problems here, right? You need to solve them. You need to solve them, and what you got to do is you got to almost memorize them, because the problems are repeated again and again. They're repeated and repeated and repeated. Only the numbers are changed. Some ideas are changed, right? So to help you, what we're doing is we're also providing you this particular our whole section, whole answer sheet over here of each of these problems inside this practice sheet, right? So all of these problems are right over here. You've probably seen some of them, but they're all over here, and you're going to have access to all of these problems, right? So that's if you don't think that's a deal, that's a massive deal, let me know, right? All of these problems, there's more than 125 problems here, right, from the tests, which are so important, which are going to be given to you. So once again, this is part of the SAT hack series, right? I've been showing you these hacks, right, for about a half hour. We've got a few more hacks, so hang in with me, right? We've done the circles hack, we've done the percents hack, there's a speed math hack, and then there's a volume hack, right? So we're gonna look at that. But remember, if you want to boost your score, right, we've got this whole package here, which has got 30 carefully designed hacks and 125 real SAT problems, right? That's for $19.99, right? I know you came here 8:30, right? You've gotten so much free content from us, right? This piece is something that's really going to help you understand all of these problems, because not only does it have hacks, it's got all the real SAT problems as well. I'm going to send you this link, right? You can just got to click on it, and then boom, you're going to arrive at this hack series right over here, and then you can access all of these, right? So all of these problems are going to be accessed, and again, the price over here is $19.99 over here, right? So now let's look at the next hack, folks. The next hack is going to be about let's see what we can do with these hacks. Okay, let's try a speed math hack. Okay, this is for many of you already know this, but let's try a speed math hack. Right now, these problems are so useful, especially for the no calculator section. As you know, the first 20 problems are in the no calculator section, right? So let's say you need something like let's say 22, let's say you want to have 22 divided by 5. Okay, so there's a variety of ways of doing this. Maybe you should take a harder problem. Maybe I should take 212, 246 divided by 5, right? Something like that. So you can say if you want to multiply it by 5, right? So how do you do this? Let's say you want to do this kind of a thing, right? All you got to do is you divide this by 2, right? You divide this by 2, so you're going to get 246 divide. This is, again, guys, this is speed math, right? It's going to be over in 2 seconds because it's a fast hack, and then we're going to move on to another SAT hack, but this is super important, right? Divide by 2. So what do you get? 1, right? Divide by 2, 1, 2, 3, right? You got this value right over here, right? And then you put a 0 over here, and that's it, right? That's it. So 246 times 5 is this value, okay? So now let's see if you can solve this a very similar problem. Let's see how you can do this. Let's say 248, right? That's too easy for you, right? 4, 6, 4 times 5. So what do you think is this answer, guys? Let me see. How can you solve this? Remember, you take 464, and then you divide it by 2, and then you add a 0 on top of it. Wow, excellent. 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 All you got to do is just take it, right? 2, 3, 2, 0, and boom, you got it, right? That's how easy it is, right? Now, a very similar problem here, okay? I'm going to show you a very similar problem. So yeah, so a very, very similar problem. There's no restriction on this. You can do whatever you want with this, okay? So Andres, if you're asking, right? So remember, another problem now, okay, is going to be like this. 121 divided by 5. Now remember, it's division. It's division. Yes, it's only for numbers which are multiplied by 5. So that's the restriction. Okay. Now, if anything is divided by 5, what do you do? Right? What are you going to do if it's divided by 5? You're going to do the exact opposite. You're going to multiply 121 times 2. Right? You're going to multiply it. So what do you get? 242. Right? And then you put a dot right over here. Right? And that's it. Right? 121 times 2. Remember, you're dividing by 5 now, so you multiply by 2. If you're multiplying by 5, divide by 2. Okay? So remember that. Multiply by 5, divide by 2. And divide by 5, multiply by 2. Right? So here you get this value. So let's try one more. Let's try 180. Sorry. What can we do here? 244. Divide by 5. So let's see how many of you can get it in less than 10 seconds. Well done, Aisha. Remember, this time you're going to put the decimal over here, okay? Dividing by 5 means multiplying by 2. Dividing by 5 means multiplying by 2, right? So, well done. Dividing by 5 means multiplying by 2. Okay, so how do you do this? Multiply this guy by 2, you get 488, and then put a dot over here. Well done, well done. So there are quite a few of these tricks right there also included in our SAT hack series right over here at the bottom, right? How do you find the square of a number? Super easy. Multiply by 5, I've shown you. There's another way how you can divide by 25 and multiply by 25. Same deal. Squaring a number, how to square root a number. All of these hacks are also included, right? That's huge, right? Guys, every section over here, you're going to keep adding, right? So you're going to get this value over here. Right? So, so let's see what we can do over here now. Right? So let's see what we are going to do on these problems. Okay, cool. So, so well done. Okay, so let's see what's going on here. Right? So, well done, guys. So you see that's 244 divided by a 5, right? So okay, right. So great. So guys are paying attention. Excellent. Well done. No problem. So excellent. So now let's go on to another problem here. And I think somebody was asking, where do you find all of these problems here, right? So all of these all of these problems are going to be given to you. It's part of the whole, this is the part of the package, right? All of these problems will be given to you in addition to these hacks. Okay, so you're getting a massive deal over here, right? You're getting a massive deal over here, guys, just looking at these problems, right? And each of these problems is less than 2 minutes, right? You just have to watch it. It's like a snack. You just got to eat it and then throw the wrapper away, right? And then you got to eat another snack, right? And then you're done. You pretty much solved a ton of these problems and then, yes, Alex. So, and these problems, and yes, people were asking, how should you solve it? I would say print it out. Always print out these problems, right? And if you want, where's the link? Just message us. We're going to give this to you. Just print it out and then solve the problems, and solve the problems right on these, right over here. Just write all your answers right away over here, right? So that's how you're going to solve these problems. Look, this is the percent problem that is very similar with the hack I've shown you, right? So now let's look at the last section, guys. Now this one is a bit complicated, but I think many of you are going to be able to solve it. Okay. And if you want more problems, here are more problems. But I think for most of you, you should just look at our solved problems here, right? Pause each of these videos, right? So you can, let's see. So you pause each of these videos, and then you should be able to solve these problems, right? So that should be good, right? So basically, all of these problems, we've taken care that these problems should be so easy for you to solve, right? So so that's why these problems are available for you, right? So this should be a bit zoomed, right? So this is how it looks. We've got a you've already seen these, right? Right? So it's like a 1 minute to 2 minutes, right? All of these problems, you can just pause it, think about it, but we've made it so easy for you. None of those roundabout methods that you're seeing on various sites, right? You can go to YouTube and do this as well, but yes, you should be able to do it. You should be able to take the test. Yeah, you can take the test anywhere you want, right? I would say you should print it out, because that's how you're going to take your test, right? You're going to go to a high school and you're going to get the test in front of you, right? If you're going to do a computer test all the time, like you keep preparing the computer test, right? Then you don't know how it is to write the problem, how to grid in those things, right? You're just going to be used to the computer part. So print it out if you have a printer, right? And if you want, of course, you can do it on the computer as well. So now, guys, let's move on to the last piece. Once again, this is our hack series, right? This used to be like $200, $195, but $19.99. We're giving it just because of COVID-19, right? So yeah, you're gonna test with a mask, right? So that's gonna be interesting. So anyway, many by the way, many people are asking me, where's this link? So I'm going to post it one more time, right? Because they're already interested in buying it. So yes, Jana, once you buy it, it's yours forever. Okay, it's yours forever. So forever, right? So you can use it, and you can watch it. And what I would say, guys, you're going to take the August 19 test, right? You should take the test again, right? You should probably take it in September, and that's where the magic happens, right? Take the test first time, because the curve will be strange this time, but then the next time your curve will be much better. You'll have more experience, right? Well done, Alex. Yes, take twice or thrice, right? Usually people take, the average is more than 2. So if this is your first time, you should probably take it again, but it's going to be a good experience, right? So you've got a few days. Look at the problems that we've set up for you, right? Just look at these, solve them. Look at the hack series. They're going to help you. Once again, just solving the hacks is not going to cut it, okay? You need to understand the problems, right? That's why we've given you this, okay? Email us. By the way, we've also got a cheat sheet for you. So the cheat sheet will help you with the formulas. If you need the cheat sheet, right, message us back through your phones. So we'll send you the cheat sheet. We've got an awesome cheat sheet with all the problems, okay? So let's move on to the last piece now. Okay, the last piece is over here. Okay, so now this one is yet another hack, another time saver, okay? I know it's late in the night. Thanks for your patience. I know you got stuff to do. You've got your Instagram and your you got your Snapchat to look at, right? But I know, thanks for your patience. So this is what we do, right? We've got a hands-on practice session. I'm explaining to you problems, and you're hopefully you're having fun. Okay, so yeah, of course, Moyo. Yes, Mayo. Yes, you're welcome. Now this problem. Okay, I'm going to tell you how to solve this problem. Just read the problem. You don't need to work on it. I'm going to give you a super quick shortcut on how to solve this problem. So what's going on, guys, is you got a cube, right? A cube is something. By the way, you need to know what a cube is, right? A cube has all equal sides, right? It's got all equal sides, and what they're saying is you got this cube, and whatever its volume, I don't care, right? It's got a volume, and now there's a bigger cube, right? Um, like a Papa cube over here, right? Now, what's the relationship between two cubes? These two cubes, guys, is that the volume, the side of this cube, right? The side of this cube, bigger cube, is twice the side of this cube, right? The side of this bigger cube is twice the side of this cube, right? So here's the formula for how to find the volume of the cube, right? All you got to do is, because this is twice, right? You need to know the volume first of all. The volume of the cube is going to be given to you in the front of the SAT test, right? So you need to know that, right? It's given to you over here, right? The volume, all the volume formulas, by the way, are given over here, right? So all of these volumes are given. So the volume of the cube is equal to each side cubed. So this side is S, this side is S, and this side is S, right? So the volume is S cubed, right? As soon as you got this one for a cube, right, is S cubed, LWH, exactly right. And in this case, all L, W, and H are equal to S. So it becomes S cubed, right? All you got to do, guys, is you got to put in this 2 times number inside it. So you're going to get 2 cubed, right? And that's going to be equal to 8. Okay, what does this mean? What this means is the volume of this big guy is 8 times the volume of this guy. Okay, and that's what you need. So if this guy is 10, then yes, exactly, Kai. Yes, if this guy is 10, right? If this guy is 10, then this guy is 8 times 10. Yes, Abby, that's exactly right. So this guy is 8 times 10, right? So that's the answer, right? Remember, you're given that the volume of a cube is 10. All you got to do is you got to multiply, right? So so work on this, okay? Yes, I do one-on-one tutoring, but right now I'm so packed, right? My tutoring sessions are, thanks, Andreas, for asking. My tutoring sessions, I live in New York City, right? It's 9:15 over here, right? There are so many people asking for my tutoring sessions. It's $80 an hour, but I'm so packed, right? I am really packed with these sessions. So one more time, I'm going to show you what to do with this, right? So the volume of a cube is 10 cubic inches. So by the way, anyway, so yeah, so I'm super packed with my tutoring session. So you should probably just look at these problems. If you need anything, just reach out on the to text, right? But let's look at this problem one more time. So what you need is, you've got these cubes, right? This cubic piece over here, right? And then you've got the volume is 2, right? So it's going to be over here, right? The volume is cube over here, 2, 2, 2, right? You've got 2 over here, you got 2 over here, you got 2 over here, right? So all you need to understand is, you're taking this side, this bigger cube, its side is 2 times this guy, right? Then you got to put this 2 inside over here. All you got to do is then 2 cube, and so that's 8. Now that's not the volume, guys, that's the ratio of the volumes, right? So this guy is 8 times bigger than this. Okay, so now I'm going to show you another problem, very similar, very, very similar problem. Okay, and let's see how many of you can get it. Okay, I know this is a bit complicated, but yeah, this is a little bit like the 700 style of problems. Okay, so if you don't understand it, that's fine, as long as you understood the percents problem, the circles. Those are the 2 more important problems. These are, because different people have different goals, right? But this one, okay, try this one now. So remember, this is 3 times now. Well done, Alex. So remember, there's a cube. You don't care what the cube's volume is. There's a bigger one. right? There's a bigger one. So pay attention. There's a bigger one, right? So what's the ratio of the bigger one to the smaller one? Okay, the ratio of the bigger one to the smaller one is this guy, whatever this is, right? Take the cube of it, right? So that's 27. That's just the ratio, guys. Okay, so and so you've got the ratio over here. So this is the simplest way to do it, Alex. There are other ways to do it which are more complicated, where you have to actually find the side of this guy, right? So it's going to be the cube root of 10 over here, right? And then so the full volume is going to be cube root of 10, right? This way, and then you got to cube it back, right? So that's how you do it. So anyway, so for guys over here, yes, Avi, you are going to multiply this actual initial volume by this value over here, right? So you get 20 times this magic number. You can call it the magic ratio, right? So 20 times this magic ratio is going to give you your answer, which is 540, right? That's how you need to solve this problem. Okay, so let's recap what we've done, guys. We did this percents problem, right? Percent, super important. Remember, new is equal to old, right? Times this 1 plus, take the percent. If it's 20%, just convert it to decimal. That's going to be important, right? And check out our things, right? Yes, it works for a rectangle and a circle as well. Yes, it works for a rectangle. It works for a circle. Yes, it does work for a rectangle, for a circle, for a cylinder, and especially, in fact, that particular problem is right over here in our hack series. The cylinder volume, right over here. So, well, yes. So that cylinder volume question is right over here, where it actually shows you how to solve it. So thanks for asking that, Arpit. Yes, Jana. So look, the cylinder problem, you can actually read it over here, right? The volume of a right cylinder is 20 cubic meters. Another cylinder is 3 times, and then how do you do it? So all of these problems, again, right? And this is just a piece of it, guys. Again, this is the third hack I have showed you, right? There's total of 30 hacks, right? This is just the third hack, right? So, and many people have bought this. They thank us again and again and again. You can see the reviews, right? People love this stuff, right? It's all in one place, right? It's all in one place, and it's part of this community we've got, right? And ask us if you've got any questions, right? So we did this percents hack, right? Then we did, what did we do? We did the center of the circle. That was super easy, right? Percents is that formula. New is, where's the formula gone? This formula. Then we've got the center of the circle hack, right? The circle, the center is, you're going to take the number, divide by 2 and put a negative sign, divide by 2 and put a negative sign, right? Alex, yes. So how much will it boost the score, right? So some people have boosted the score by as much as like 150 points, right? Some people have worked really hard and they've got 200 points. Just right, this is like after a while you're taking this. Last year, somebody had a score of something like 515 or so, and then they went to something like 715, something like that, 710, I believe it was. So it's almost 90, right? It's almost 200, right? So that's, but they worked hard at it, right? They were working hard at it and they were getting it, right? If you just look at the hacks, right, while eating your Doritos, you're probably going to go from 515 to 520, right? That's not going to work, right? Just looking at these problems is not going to work, which is what you probably do on YouTube anyway, right? These problems, you need to look at them, you need to pause it, and then you need to work on it, right? So remember, right? So remember these ideas, okay? So now let's go and solve these problems over here. This, let's summarize this, right? So center, the percents problem, the center of the circle, and then the last one, guys, is what was it? The center of the circle, and the last one is the volume, right? So remember, the volume one is important over here. Okay, so the volume is, yeah, 515. I think it was some relative score over there, right? So I don't remember the exact score, but something around 500-ish it was. Okay, so the volume piece is right over here, where you need to work on the cube over here, right? So you take this volume and you cube it, right? So remember, this is the basic idea. You can use this for circles as well over here, right? It's all over here. It's slightly complicated, but it works. Okay, so with that, let's conclude the session, right? So once again, this has got hacks over here. This has got all the problems, and all of this is just going to be given to you for $19.99, right? So work on it, and then you should, yes, you're going to have the recording as well. Okay, so you're going to have the recording, and just email us, and it should be working here, right? So here's the link, right? So you can look at it, and it should work, right? So email us if you need the cheat sheet, right? The cheat sheet should be given to you. Just message us and you should have it. All right, so with that, I'll close the session. Thanks, guys. Yes, text us with that that you're getting the message on, right? And then what's the email? So let me just give you what is needed here. This is the course, and you can email us over here in case you need it. But I think you should text us, and this is the email in case you need it. Okay, perfect. All right, so all right, so text us for the cheat sheet. Okay, text us for the cheat sheet, and if you want to buy the course, I've sent you the link anyway. All right, so perfect, guys. See ya. All right, bye.